Wait until you guys see this. Stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I am going to show you guys a small haul of some really cool books that I recently picked up from Reese's Comics. I am starting to become a fan of Reese's Comics, and I'm going to tell you why. But before I show you the books that I picked up, I actually want to read a letter to you, and then I want to show you a gift that just arrived. And this letter and gift actually come from Randy Resnake. Randy has actually hooked me up a couple of times with some great artwork for my collection. I've purchased some, he's given me some. This one was an unexpected A-OK that he sent over to me, and I am very appreciative of it. He says, Reggie, I thought that I would send you a little something to add to the collection and just to say thank you for being such a great member of the community and all the great content that you release. Keep up the amazing work. And I'm gonna tell you, this guy has some amazing penmanship. This is really some great handwriting. I don't have that talent. And when you look at his artwork, you can see not only does the dude have good penmanship, but he also is a solid artist. He hooked this up. This thing. This is Kraven's Last Hunt. I think this is this Web of Spider-Man? I want to say it might be a Web of Spider-Man cover that he has recreated. This thing is fantastic. Here lies Spider-Man. I absolutely love this thing. Randy, my friend, you are a talented individual. I could not even attempt to do this. This thing is cool. So huge shout out to Randy for hooking me up yet again. I want to say I have maybe 4 pieces of his art in the collection right now. And each one is great. And I think they honestly just get better and better. The last one I picked up from him, I picked up a Mysterio recently. There is a Kraven kind of like dancing with Spider-Man's costume in his hand. That's another recreation from Kraven's The Last Hunt. And then this one here. And so I need to actually go back. Maybe I'll put it in the on the on-screen text which issue this comes from. But this thing is really, really dope. So thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate it. So I couldn't think of any other thing to show that would complement that other than these books that are sitting here to my right now. And so couple of really, really cool books that I managed to pick up from Reese's Comics. And I kind of sort of met the guys from Reese's Comics at a WonderCon. When I was there, Brittany from CGC spoke very highly of them. I took a look at some of their books, but ended up not buying anything from them at that time. But since have bought several things from their website. I'm actually waiting on another thing to actually come to me now. But what's great about these guys is not only do they have great inventory and great books, I believe that their prices are also fair, and they give you the ability through their website to actually make an offer on a book. So they state their price, but then they give you the ability to make an offer as well. And they've actually accepted every single one of my offers that I've submitted. And you guys know that my offers are pretty much based upon FMV from Go Collect. And so they have accepted each one of them, and I've been able to pick up some awesome books at some fair prices. And at the end of the day, that's a win. So this first book is Amazing Spider-Man number 23. I have seen this book in the wild so many times. And every time I've seen it, it's been in really, really poor shape where the whites aren't even white. It's more of a yellow or a brown. This one, these whites are pretty white. And again, definitely pleased to have this book in the collection. I needed it for the run, but I kept putting it off thinking that I could get a better quality book. And sure enough, I was able to find one. So definitely pleased with that. This next book is Amazing Spider-Man number 38. Again, like the last one, I have seen this book repeatedly in the wild. Every time I pass on it because of the price or the condition just don't match up. This one's cool, and and it also has a date stamp of May 12th. So that is really cool. Date stamp is right over here. Gotta love this one. Gotta love it. This is a really cool one. And again, the whites are pretty white. For a book of its age, the whites are white, and that's a huge win. This next book is one that I have, again, I've thought about picking it up several times. The most recent time I thought about getting it, this is a square bound book. The spine was completely collapsed and they were using tape to hold it together. And so tape, okay, but a collapsed spine and tape, that was a bridge too far. Couldn't cross that bridge. But this one, I am glad that I held out because the spine is intact. There is a little bit of wear on the spine with the words on the spine. The bottom is a little split, but this is by far one of the nicest copies that I've actually been able to identify. This is King Size Annual #2 of Amazing Spider-Man. Definitely a really cool book right there. And I just noticed that Reese put their car in the back here, but definitely a really cool book. Great yellow cover here. So there you have it. That is essentially my haul. And for those that are keeping track, I am getting closer and closer to actually completing this run of Amazing Spider-Man. In fact, as I check these off on the list, the annual #2, and then the, what was this, 23 and 38, both those crossed off. The only books that I have left on my run from 1 to 261 are 101, 46, and 3. And what I can tell you is at least one of these books is en route to me right now, and it's not issue 46. I'll give you that hint. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where I'll be showing you some of these other books that I've been able to pick up for the collection. Want to thank you guys for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, give the video a thumbs up. And if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at RegieCollects on Instagram and RegieCollects@gmail.com. Take care.